New set of maps. It's the road from Białystok to Białowieża. It's 100 kilometers. It's a bit blown up. I expanded the distance by 25%. So Fabiola's house from Białystok is 80 kilometers. We zoom in. Is the military school. The heart of the forest where you are now. Leonard's house, claimed by Alina. Fabiola's. It's the closest little village here. And the distance are true. I think the mouth of infinity here. It's the fisherman lake. I'll move it. In fact, I want to have it here. I'll move it here. I have to update the map. I should have.
Okay.
Voilà. So, for example, there is 17 kilometers between Fabiola's house and the heart of the forest. Lake Caern is was the cairn of the father of Alek. Red Rock is where Fabiola used to hang out. If also you haven't been there yet, that's where we are. I think beginning of next session we'll do like a half an hour on the relationship map. We did the yellow entries, the relationships, and fill those placeholders. And
wait. Why is Alex suspicious of me? What did I do?
And you admire the craft of Alina, Lukas.
Yeah, speaking out on the Rebel radio.
Yeah, coming soon.
Alek thinks I have strange but nice wolf women.
What? I think the too violent. It's supposed to be me towards Alek.
After the hippie incident, I think that could apply to all of us.
Do you guys want to present quickly your respective characters to Rebecca, please?
Sure. So, in a quick rundown, Lucas is a young-ish street kid. He had an abusive household, had an incident in the foster care system and basically ran away, figuring life on the street was better than what his situation was. And turns out he can change into a giant wolf and kill things. So, all in all, pretty interesting right now.
Meanwhile, I play Viktor. He is the oldest of the bunch. Also came from a dysfunctional household, though stuck around because he had a little sister to watch and take care of, which didn't go very well because this is the world of darkness. And there are things out there that go bump in the night, and she found them first, or they found her. He's still not sure what exactly made her turn into a thing with claws, but as it turns out, so does he, but in a different way. Their encounter with each other didn't go so well, and he ended up giving her the final death during his first change, and is now discovering he is a... Ooh, what did I put him as? Philodox? Child of Gaia.
Mm-hmm.
And
on a
looking to
rainbow.
understand each other and the rest of the world of darkness.
A
Stop
quick note,
Garou from fighting.
Robert, on your auspice. How do you see your auspice coming? How does that feel? Playing Ragabash.
It kind of works because being new to the whole werewolf thing, he instinctually just has questions about everything. And then when it comes to this is what we should do, he kind of also questions, well, why should we do that?
And Alina?
Speaking of dysfunctional families and stuff like that, I don't know how much is your families, guys, but my mom was killed by my father, and now he's a drunk. But Alina doesn't remember and doesn't know exactly what happened. That's a good thing. She was raised with her grandma. She wants to become an artist, so she likes to do graffiti. She's a rebel in nature. Who goes against politics and authorities in general. As for how she really likes her change, what happened to her, and that now she is a werewolf. She really likes that, likes the Umbra and talking with the spirits, the theurgy. She wants to keep translating what the spirits are telling her to do good for Gaia. Her patron spirit is the Falcon. So she sees the Silver Shrine, even though she doesn't know exactly what this means or what it is right now. And she wants to become famous radio, or have an underground radio station, and try to influence everyone towards Gaia's favor by her radio shows.
Awesome.
And kick her father out of the house so she can turn the house to base of operations.
That's what we'll settle now on scene 2 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And Rebecca, do you want to quickly introduce your character? Not without the spoilers, but just like what's the deal with you tonight?
Yeah, so I will be playing Simona, and she is salt of the earth, loves to be outdoors. If back in the day they were able to diagnose girls with autism, I'm betting she would be the first one. She's very special interest, very much into the animals, very much into the bees. There wasn't an issue with bees at this time, but when that time came in history, she would be the save the bees kind of person. She understands things, quite eccentric, and she is I want to say she's just about the animals. She's just like Greenpeace for the animals, for nature, for the environment. She'd rather be outside. That's where the animal friends are. She's able to connect with animals better than people. And she's just inherently been that way since she was young. Is there anything else that you think would be important to know about her?
How come we find her in the middle of Puszcza now? Let's just ask ourselves that. I think that's what's asking Kazi. We'll switch to that scene now. Yeah, let's go over there.
Are we recording already?
Yeah, you want go for a tea. Let's take a couple minutes before we jump in. Go prep your tea. No problem at all.
Okay.
Cool. I picked the same scene. Now we'll have a quick scene with Kazi and Simona. And then we'll jump back to you guys at the heart. Confront that She was identified as the mother. You already know that you're facing the Alek's mother, Yola, in the middle of engulfing rat.
Yeah. That lady. It's good that Alek is not here because he would just kill her. Now we'll find out information.
That's exactly what he said to me. I think he said, yeah. I think he will be convinced that if he will not be convinced that she's not possessed by the worm, he will kill her. So I will.
Who was that?
We'll roll. Mike talking about what his character is going
violent
to do this session. We'll roll it.
Okay, we can hold him, can we?
I don't know. He's in a. I don't know.
Rebecca, don't start showing off your cat. I have 13 around here.
He's in a bus with a bunch of military at this moment, I think. So I don't think he has a. He's in a very. I don't know. So would be weird. All right, I need a minute, and we jump in.
It's a big cat, though. Very big head. Oh my god, that's huge. Wow, and he's not fat; he's huge.
We have a tuxedo cat about that size. That might be bigger though.
I'm also a small human, so it's a disproportionate. I'm hobbit size.
I hope it says.
That can do it too.
I got him to be a therapy cat for my clients.
Wow, that's awesome. You're a psychologist?
Therapist, yeah. And so, but he hates people, so I couldn't do it. So it's not a good therapeutic look when the cat's looking at you and not hissing, but just like
I
like
have one
with social anxiety. It's great.
I have one that could do the perfect. It would be perfect for the job.
Yeah. Well, I thought he would be perfect because he can't run or jump. He's disabled, so he just lays there. And I was like, oh, he'd be perfect because he's cool. He's calm. He's collected. No, he's got like anxiety because he can't run away, which can really. He's fine. He's fine.
He doesn't move around the house at all?
No, I don't know if you can see this. He just lays there.
So what if he wants to go to the toilet, or he wants to go eat, or he wants to go drink?
He kind of like waddles. He kind of.
Okay.
He can move a little, just no running, no jumping.
Aww.
He's fine. He's spoiled. I was just talking to my friend yesterday and how a lot of this is sad. Let's get into the trauma, shall we? A lot of my friends who got cats like around the same time as him, they're like, how did our animals die? You've had him for like 12 to 14 years and he's still alive. I'm like, this cat's gonna live for like 20 years. Like, he didn't do anything. He just got the relaxed life, There's nothing going on.
A little recap on this. Kazi, this man. Simona, when you arrive for the first time to invest your new quarters in that house that the University of Warsaw borrows you for the finishing of your studies, arrived in that big not farmhouse. It's a forest, cabin, but Polish style, solid stuff. But it's in half ruins. We expected anyway the place to be empty. But it happened that Kazi, who he's on the run from the East German army, hiding in the woods to fulfill his, feed his passion for photography. He hid in a hut for a while and didn't. He found this house by accident before you moved in. So he's squatting the house, and you arrived with your luggage and everything, and you met the man, and I think those two characters had a good connection, right? And they share at least a fierce passion for the animal kingdom and trees too, bugs and the air. You guys, I think, talk a lot about how you had like 2 days. I think it's the second morning or something. You have got to know each other better, and you're in the woods and you're hunting for take pictures of that wolf pack that came back recently. That's the big news. The wolf pack has made it back, but there were troubles in the forest. There was a mayhem. People are blaming the return of the wolves, and the village. You haven't tried to make contact with much of the locals because you were drawn for your first days by the forest before everything. And now the two of you are trekking through kilometers of wilderness, and he is on the lookout with his camera ready for anything. And you had a chat about whatever your studies, why, and he I think we start when he asks, and he has this German accent that I couldn't fake, but he still holds the name of Casimir I don't have his real name. I don't think he gave you his real name. Maybe there is a game. There's a game he didn't give you his real name. I don't have my notes handy. I remember that his false Polish name is Kazimierz, Kazi. And he goes, so all the way from Krakow to here? How come?
This is the Simona, correct?
Yeah. Hello? What you say?
Testing.
What do you say to me? What do you say to Kazi? Rebecca?
So she's there. She's curious about the footprints and the direction, and curious if there's any footprints or broken twigs. Anything can be seen. Unremarkable.
No, nothing special on this side. He was just curious to know why you ended up here in the forest. Coming from, or because you mentioned that you were from Krakow, and he wants to know why you came here.
Out here, I'm just looking for some footprints. It seems like that's something where tracking is concerned. Might be able to see if there's any migration or any patterns going through the woods.
Hey, quit it! You're. It's not Warsaw anymore. Here, let go. Come on, follow me. And you guys, push onward. And he makes a comment because just a couple hours before that, you took a turn and made a stop at Leonard's house. Kazi brought you to that shackled old farmhouse, and there is a drunkard there named Leonard, and an ex-smith. There's an abandoned forge near that derelict, and the guy is just drinking and remembering some quirky details about his past life. And Kazi says, "Oh man, that character, that man. I wonder if he's not pretending to be drunk. To be honest, There's definitely something ineffable about that man, but the shadow hanging over him, ooh, is quite real too. I wonder what's the deal with him.
Guess it could be many number of things. I guess some people drink to forget. Some people forget to drink. I think he gets to choose what he wants out here. Doesn't seem like there's much in his way whether he wants to stop or not.
Well, it is.
So maybe he just continues.
Something happened to this man, something serious. Anyway, we'll go through some shit just to earn the right to breathe freely. Oh, and he goes, he freezes, he's startled. There's a play in the air. A subtone just it's turned down, and you focus again. You focus again your attention on your environment, the tracks. And Casey says, "Oh, this is the spot, Berliner's Sanctuary." That's the nickname he decided to call the returning wolves with, the Berliners. Yeah.
That's curious.
And
what do you make of it?
The wolves, wolves return. What do I make of it?
Mm-hmm.
I think this forest, I've not been here long, but a couple of weeks. But this forest has ears and eyes. Telling you. There's a war here. Invisible war. Can't quite catch it with my camera though. And he goes crouching and he hushes you and waving forward. These wolves, they made it back all the way from Berlin's Tier
She's gonna get down.
She what?
She just crouches down behind him.
Yeah.
She's already decked out. She's got like overalls and a oversized green jacket, so she can get down to the ground on his level. She's not worried or concerned about getting dirty or sticks or burrs in her hair. She'll get down as close as possible.
Okay. My crouches and he nods that you guys will have to stay quiet and wait here. For he expects the pack to be roaming this way at this time of day. And you tune in, guys. How could they make it back? 800 kilometers more. Well, just like me. Nomads. Exiled. He's so excited, and he checks again. 400 ISO. You think it's gonna be good? He checks again his objective. Get this in here. I know, guys. Where are we? Over here. Thank you, Rebecca. So we have Viktor in Hispo. The three Johan in Viktor is in Glabro. Johan, I know, is in Hispo. And what about Lukas and Alina? Alina, was it Lupus?
If I recall, I wasn't humid, but I will check.
Lucas is in Hispo, or I'm sorry, not Hispo, but
Yes, I'm in Lupus form. Yes, Lupus.
It's you two were in Lupus.
the
I
character
think,
sheet is much
and
different.
It's Michael. It's
Yes,
Michael
we were
who
running,
shifted
yeah.
to Hispo. So he spearheaded the search and arrived first. And when you arrive right behind him, full breath behind, he's frozen. He's still in his paw, but you see that his snout is just like working the rights of, you know, scents that are coming from the center of this arena filled with corpses of rats, and there is a plethora of remains strewn around this boulder on the heart, and crouched under its shadow there is this woman, Yola, Alek's mother. Not entirely like not startled by anything, sort of. She's still weirdly focused. Yeah. Has not she noticed you? What's up? Then, in fact, behind her sidles another silhouette. Under the disproportionate boulder above them, there is a small girl, 8 years old child, in rags, barefoot, and muddy, whole wildling kind of package, you know. And
But she doesn't look obviously hurt, does she?
no, from that perspective yet, you can't really assess that yet.
Okay.
She's certainly battered and bruised. There is it's mid to late afternoon, right? Everything at this place, this is an abandoned caern. It wasn't revived for I think since I can't remember the date now. It's 15 years, I think. And there are still people who used to live there that are part of other cairns. Side note, this place is weirdly static and like a postcard fixed in time. And there is a magpie that sits on top of the boulder. And she's knocking at the bits of rats and stuff. She flies back and forth, grabbing some scraps. Alek is frozen by the scent and the view of foxglove, wolfbane. Those violet, tall violet bells, And there's a lot of there's a ring of wolfbane around, that heart, partly around, Yola is sitting behind that wall of flowers, and something has just stopped Alek in his like rush, and you'll have to spend a point of willpower because wolfbane is his what folkloric block. So if he'd be there, I would ask him why why he thinks that could you help me now? Could we find a reason why Alek needs to spend a willpower point just to approach, cross the flowers? Ooh, he's not impaired. Beginning of the session, you recover resolve or composure in willpower. Superficial. If you have aggravated willpower damage, we fix that at the end of sessions. And the last thing, as Alek finally breaks through that, what do you guys think? Do you have any inklings on why he's blocked in front of that? It used to be a plant used to poison wolf during the Middle Age. Maybe there is
something to do with his bloodline.
Sorry.
Maybe something to do with his bloodline.
Might be something his father told him.
Or maybe something that goes back to the Middle Ages and his bloodline, because I think he's supposed to be a noble birth, according to werewolves at least.
Yeah, okay.
He might have been told and believed that wolfsbane is a weakness to werewolves. I don't think Viktor would know that. He only has a dot in occult and 1 in academics. He's not a occultist or folklorist. So he may not know or care.
I think Lukas has never seen, only maybe you saw photo. No. I don't think you've ever seen those flowers.
No, I was actually gonna say, since Lukas got out here, this is the most green and life he's ever seen, being in the heart of Berlin.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and switch to Hamid and give Alek a look like, come on, we're almost there, and keep going forward.
Nice. Cool. Rebecca, you with us? Good break? You're here. Yeah, cool. Okay, I was wondering.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
You tap Lukas. You tap him on the shoulder. He started, and he goes and shreds those brushes, those bristles of wolfbane, and make his way towards his mother, and go to hug her, shouting "Mother!" And she kind of like let herself, but she doesn't like open her arms or whatnot. He just grabs her and hugs her, and she kind of like still keeps looking at the humus and the soil and the moss, and chewing her furry rat, and I think there is a moment, a sudden repulsion from Alek, sort of like, what did I just touch, or something like that. What's going on with you, Mom? Mom, you look like my brother now. Just wake up.
He's in lupus form as well. No, he's direwolf. So he cannot speak.
He switched. I forgot to mention. I imagine him in.
Okay.
In Hamid as he sees to.
Okay. Yeah. Alina will do the same because she wants to speak. So.
A raven arrives and chases the magpie away. They fight for a while, and the magpie loses her foothold. The little girl is humming a song, and she just gathers pieces of nice looking bits of roots. She compares the shape of leaves. She sniffs and licks stones. She has a weird garb to her. She has a weird way to crouch and kind of like semi monkey style wildling. They are totally unkempt, crystalline sapphire blue eyes.
Alina will try to approach the little girl.
She presents her a couple of acorns and nuts.
Hello there. What's your name?
She shies a bit. And she turns away, and she keeps going, and she begins to dig a little hole for her collection. And Yola, Alek has taken a couple steps back. Yola is free. She's freed, and she grabs a rat and presents it to that little girl. They both begin to consume the animals. The girl loses patience quick. She drops the bit, and she continues her butterfly routine around the boulder. Maybe she's interested in the. She collects the wolfbane. She makes a bouquet of wolfbanes.
I turn to Victor and Lukas, and Alina is like, I don't understand what is going on here.
I have a similar look on my face of utter bewilderment. At first, it was just like, wow, this place is neat. And then it shifted more towards what exactly is happening here. I think I would have taken particular interest in the birds that were fighting. I missed it. Did you say where either of them went or if they're still there?
Magpie fled, and I think Raven will bounce around, for a while. Yeah, there's a Raven. There is a what? Yeah. For me, I see Raven, I feel Raven, and I see informant. It's the first kind of objective that comes in. Magpie isn't bad as well.
Would Alina have any idea of anything surrounding mysticism or that people are eating rats and getting crazy, or
about role? No, role lore, not lore.
Oh.
What history is there? Something like academics.
Occult? I was thinking occult.
No, that's academic.
If it's okay.
Well, if you want history, maybe you would say academics.
Or else, yes, I can roll academics. So should I roll?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, there isn't really a story of a boogeyman eating rats. Yes, there is. You look at this girl. just reminds you of a story you heard in town in Białystok. There was always this tale that 8-year-old girls disappear in the woods every 15 years.
Yes. Wow. I shared this information immediately with you guys. I heard the town that girls are missing kind of heritage every some years. Maybe has something to do with it.
Can I tell about how old the girl is? Are we talking like 10, like 18?
She's 8.
4? 8. I
Roll academics,
down to
Alina.
whisper.
Okay, I will. Okay.
Yes, Gab?
No.
I lean down to whisper. Did she tell you her name or anything?
Doesn't speak to me at all. And what about Alek? He's calling caern, and I'm showing you the other woman, his mom.
Alek is
Oh my
beginning to. What did you roll?
I rolled a critical. 6 successes.
Okay. So a girl was reported missing. Forgot her name now. What was her name? Yeah, there is 5 years ago. 5 years ago, 15 years after the last disappearance. 5 years ago, Liana, a girl, 8 years old, was disappeared in the woods with her parents. The 3 were never found again.
Okay.
So that girl was 5 years ago. She was 8 years old, and the girl that you have in front of you has 8 years old. She doesn't have 13 years old. She would be like Liana, the girl who disappeared 5 years ago, was 8 years old, but this girl has 8 years old as well. They were from Lithuania. They were on holiday. Her parents were they were breaking records of I don't know, trekking here and there and stuff. And they became famous because they always took their daughter with them since a very young age. Like since she was born, she was always like on bicycles and stuff. And this Liana disappeared with them. 1980.
I will try call her with her name then. You said Liana?
Yeah.
Supposed to be her name? I'm gonna give it a try.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, I am Alina. Are you Liana? Like that.
Mm-hmm.
I look up and around and take a quick sniff, I guess, in Glabro form, just in case that does anything before I shift down to Hamid.
Okay.
This is a normal, mundane human girl. I don't want to scare her with,
Yeah, you look intimidating for sure.
Glabro features.
Mm-hmm. Alek, Alek is boiling. He's about to lose his temper, and Flurry, his mother, with assault his mother with a flurry of questions about what happened to her, what they did to her, who did that to her, was it natural, was it Renata, was it the Black Spirals, who took her hair, what is she, what's wrong with her, who hurt her, how come she not come back home, and he's going to increase in temperature steadily but surely. We'll roll at some point when I see it critical.
I have an idea for that.
Lukas, just checking with Lukas how you overall react to all that, and then I answer Alina's question.
Well, Lucas was trying to get some insight on how the young girl was acting, but as soon as Alex starts kind of barking at his mom, he's gonna kind of not step in between them, but up beside him and be like, "Dude, give her a chance to answer." I mean, one question after another, you know, give her a chance to answer one.
Okay, nice. So prep a pool, and we'll assess the result after Liana's response to Alina. So you prep what? It's charisma, persuasion. Okay. Charisma, persuasion, and Alek will roll composure, resolve. Resolve, I don't know what. Resolve wisdom. I don't know what to make. Okay, roll that. He has one success. You have two. Okay. All right. You approach that little girl. She's digging her little grave. She has collected, I think, all sorts of things. Well, whatever. Mini charms. She's very kind of like, she moves like a lizard, sort of like jack. She clicks and checks around constantly, like an animal. And when you throw Liana to her, like she hearkens and turns towards you, and she says, "Liana," as well.
Yes, you are Liana.
Liana.
Yes. Your mother is looking for you.
She looks stuck on some kind of like primitive vibe, unable to open wider doors to some planes of her mind are shut.
I keep watching, and I keep a cautious eye on both her and I forget your name. Alina. I'm following, but keeping a careful distance, maybe a couple meters behind Alina.
Copy that.
I turn to Alek and at some point to Viktor as well. But first I'm gonna start with Alek and I'll be like, my grandma taught me something. I can check them out, both of them, and find out what's going on. But I'm gonna need some ingredients. I will turn a little bit to Viktor. I will try to wink without Alek notice, and I'm like, Alek, you have to fetch me some stuff.
And Alek was just interrupted by Lukas. Palm on the chest, and you feel the pulse of his heart. Alek's heart is pounding, and he looks you. He just like snuffs like that, and looks at you straight in the eyes with rage, and he goes to Alina. What?
I need some specific roots from around here.
Can you fucking get them yourself?
I have to prepare the ritual to see what happened to your mother. You want answers, don't you?
I turn to him and give a shrug. Yeah, Alek, come on, give us some time.
Johan pokes in as well in hermit form, taps him on the shoulder, leads him away, and the Arun will take the galliard into the woods looking for whatever you wanted.
I mean, I know this forest a little bit. I grew up close by, so I might ask them some stuff that would be hard to come by. If you want me to roll my subterfuge, I can. I'm just buying us some time.
Okay, no worries. Okay, let's roll with it.
I lean a little closer to Elena. You're not trying to pee on any more clothes, are you?
No, but actually, I want to do a gift. I want to activate my penumbral senses. I can check this place on Umbra as well.
Mm-hmm. Just as actually you will yourself through the veil. There is a small spider, those kind of green, hyper green mini forest spiders, and they have this very eco-terrorist green, I call it. It's fluo green. Mini spider crawls up your cheek and insert itself under your eye, and that just that just picks you, like stings for like just a second. It just did, and for a moment, only one of your eyes open, and the other eye sees something else, and you have a stroboscopic sort of like going through the gauntlet, whereas and you find yourself in front of a gigantic spider clinging onto a large, big horse size heart, a green heart, and they're hanging in. It's much darker than it's supposed to be at this time of day. The sun isn't anywhere. There is this purple hue in the sky. Oh yeah, it's me. Here. And there's a maze of calcified lianas, like cobwebs, of bones and minerals, like dried roots, ivy. There's even some bits of plastic in there. Even some like country flags are shredded over there on that structure. Even like plastic cables. Some parts looks more like skeletons and petrified mosses. All sorts of an entanglement of something inert, but very much vibrating, a sort of you've heard of it. She mentioned it once in one of those late evening. Fabiola, she mentioned the one song. There is this weird humming, consistent sort of like tones, and as if it came from the deep of a cosmic machine.
Forest.
And this thing has grabbed this heart, and the spider is hanging on a pillar of hundreds of meters high, pillar of cobwebs that hits the sky. There is a second canopy over the forest, made of this weird pattern web.
Question. Spider is supposed to be a good spirit, no?
Weavers would be understood as kind of like the neutral, sort of like the one that is not supposed to have an agenda of his own. He was just supposed to help the transition between creation
Okay. Yes.
and balance and destruction.
I mean, that's not the same. It's not the same kind of spirit as the serpent was.
Which one?
As the serpent that Alina witnessed.
You would rather associate the serpent as like one manifestation of the worm, rather.
Yes.
Here
So
we're
this is
talking weaver.
different.
Here we're talking weaver, and that thing doesn't. The surrounding is this heart. You've been there a minute, and you saw it pulse once, and
Yes,
nothing
because
again, nothing again. And in the middle of that song, that humming, sort of zeros and ones, you can hear the click clock of a clock, the echoing sound of a clock coming through that machine or whatever it is. The court, the spirit court that you would associate with a living cairn is absent. There isn't fauna, there isn't spiritual soundness here.
So Alina will tell everyone, I can see the heart. Its pulse is weak. The place is full of cobwebs, and the weaver sits upon the heart.
What does any of that mean?
That we were supposed to transform chaos into life. But now it seems like it draws the life of the forest. I don't know, but it's here.
No, maybe it's too tight and it's woven, whatever it's done too tightly, and we should loosen it up.
It shouldn't do mistakes. And that doesn't explain why these two women here, a woman and a child, have lost their minds. Is there any ways to communicate with the spirit? Off-game question.
I don't know.
Lena will give it a try.
Right, that's charisma occult or charisma etiquette.
I prefer occult.
Yeah. But now, yeah, let's go with occult. Okay. Not really occult. No.
I can see why you wanted a cult.
Yeah. All you manage to trigger from that complex is not the response of a person or even a center, not even an animal. The response it's like automatic. You have triggered some kind of. You hear the song now. The clock, the click clock in your head becomes overwhelming. Meanwhile,
It's the same humming song that the girl is humming, correct?
No.
or not?
No,
No,
you
okay.
didn't. No, you don't have this. No, you don't have this sensation.
Okay.
Meanwhile, downstairs, um, but they're gone. They're gone to look for for roots for the
Yes.
ritual. Ah.
Yes. They're far. And Alina probably now is screaming and that's in her ears and she's not responding.
I'm probably trying to shake her out of it. She's visibly freaking out.
No, let me go. I have to hear it. I can't. It's too much.
Then let it go. Undo the thing that whatever you just did. Stop doing it. It's obviously not working. Alina.
The pack of wolves come back. Alina. Suddenly there is 6 wolf puppy that are licking your face and cuddling and rolling at your feet and bumping in you and making you giving you a scene.
Alina is done for the scene. She's playing with the puppies.
Voilà.
Yeah, puppies.
You quickly are called back to your wolf side. Will you shift Lupus? I don't know. Anyway, the whole 14 of them or 13 have now just arrived, including
That's a dream.
including grandfather and Yagel. Yeah. So the elder grandfather wolf, possessed by the starving remnant Krinos, Yagel. And that's when how do you guys react to that? Yeah. So Alina, she's did you turn Lupus?
No, I will stay homemade because it feels better to be licked when you have the skin.
Lukas, Viktor?
Who exactly are we seeing?
The wolves, the Berliners. The pack you saved from the zoo.
Okay. I'll shift to Lupus. I do take a quick glance back at the 2 possible humans, the kid and the woman, and try to find or perhaps are all of the wolves there?
Yeah, the whole
Or is
pack
it
is
just-
here, and they seem
Well,
very
then
much
I'll,
into. Yeah,
I'll drop down amongst the wolves and take Lupus form. That way it's at least a little bit hidden. Don't want to risk delirium with the 2 possible humans. And go about greeting them as a Lupus.
Yes. Yes, there's probably a big part of ass sniffing. And
yes,
the wolves are very much into that little girl, and Yola too. The young girl and the woman, Alek's mother. They cheer the pack, and they're welcomed as if they were obviously with your Garou senses. The 3 of you can only acknowledge the fact that they look very much in tune with that pack.
I try to give some questioning lines as if to say, who is this? I don't know this person. Who is this? Asking the pack about the little girl.
So you can try, yeah, and I think it's a gift. It's a gift to talk to animals. Do you have a gift like that?
Nope, I
No.
do not.
Yeah. So anyway, roll a what? Manipulation. Carry. Let's go. Let's go. Resolve. Resolve. Insight.
All right. Insight, resolve. Oh, let me switch to.
And you go into
Lukas.
a mix of primal tongue, you know, Garou, very basic primal tongue. If there are degrees in in primal, a bit less primal, more primal. I wonder there's a scale like that on there.
Oh boy, I forgot I was at high rage.
4 successes. They say that they convey the vibe of they have to be protected. This pack has vowed protection to them. To the two of them, the little girl in particular. Oh, I thought this is yeah. Everyone,
Yeah, instead of anything with the wolves that showed up, Lukas will be trying to find a way to communicate with the two. He's thinking, you know, maybe they've been out here by themselves for so long, they've kind of gone a little stir crazy or whatever. Is spending a lot of time by yourself, you can get kind of weird. So he's just trying to engage with them however he can.
Since Garou can understand each other, or at least Victor might think they can, I don't know, he's new to this. He tries to communicate to Lukas and Alina that the pack seems to know the girl and want to protect her. Of course, I'm doing this in growls and whines and spit down as a wolf, canting my head this way and that way in confusion.
Puppy dog eyes for yes, and sit down for no.
Lukas, well, you know troubled, you know, and reminds you of your that little friend of your, what was her name, Lina?
Yes.
Yeah, it was Lina.
Yes, I believe it was.
You terrified during your first change, although she didn't. She didn't flee. She didn't coward. But I think she was, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you know, you remember those. The city can feel like an empty jungle as well, you know. And there are usually there are patterns like kind of like the schizophrenia of the paranoia of a survivalist, and at least you can't hide that from her, that you share this some of her realities. You can relate to her and stuff, and you come to her like a simple like peer brother, human being, and she coils into your arms, like she goes into kitten mode with you. Exactly. She's like the kitten now in your arms. Yeah. All right. At this moment, I think we'll have you guys roll. Rebecca, you here? We'll have you. We'll bring you in. Cool. Rebecca, you followed. Yeah, you were on the lookout, crouched in the brushes with Kazi, and there was confirmation that the pack came that way. Was about to, you know, it's one of them tracks, you know, that they marked. It's their territory, and they did, and you skulk. And you don't prowl, but it feels like a hunting the hunter, and they bring the two of you to that place. We're back. I forgot to switch scene here. We're back at the. Yeah, you've arrived, and you see that. We'll roll for stealth and awareness in a sec. You see, Simona, that those wolves are having like a very cozy, intimate relationship with a bunch of people near the place that was expected to be a wolf sanctuary devoid of the taint of tourism and whatnot and beyond. But suddenly, it's like, I don't know. It's so weird. There's so many people there. A small girl, two women, two men, and something like 15 wolves. Everyone roll either awareness for the main, and Simona roll stealth dex.
Awareness plus what? Wits.
Wits.
Okay.
Rebecca?
Did it roll or no?
No, it didn't.
No.
Oh.
What did you say? Stealth, dexterity, and stealth. You have your character sheet? Here you go. Okay. Failure, 0 success. What do you do?
Was it supposed to be 3 rage though? So when it only gave me the option of that. It said 3 rage.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 3
I guess
rage.
that's what I started at.
Okay. Roll 2d10s. Don't tease me. Roll 2d10s, two raw d10s, with the dice roller at bottom right. Don't get a double 1, 2. Ooh! Oh no, okay. No, nothing special there. You still make yourself spotted. How do you do that? What did you do that gets you spotted?
As she is looking over this, you will see that she goes to place her hand to steady herself on a tree, and then she completely misses it and falls over, crashing into the fern and the trees, the branches below her, and just goes just completely falls over, and she tries to scurry up, but there's a series of unfortunate events because she has her gear and stuff on her, so it's not just like falling. She has like binoculars, and she has like a satchel, so she is trying to scramble, but if she had a field journal, it is like in the woods, and she's trying to like scrape it into her bag amongst the pine cones and the needles, and she's just not graceful in this moment whatsoever.
And at that very
being
moment,
in the kitchen at 5 a.m.
Everyone sort of like goes like, and appraise you. And
my wolf head perks up from amongst the other wolves like a prairie dog and on the alert, and I bark out, "More strange women!"
Alina was like surrounded by puppies. Who is gonna save Gaia? We are.
Yeah, and Lukas was holding her kitten, Liana, his kitten, the baby, the wildling, and you stumble on all four, Simona, in front of that quirky scene, and then Kazi steps out of the bushes, and with it nearly drops his camera, that just on his strap, like stung, and he goes, "Alina." And at this very moment, the wolves go, and
I had started to howl the wolf equivalent of "Why are there so many strange women?" But it comes out as somebody says her name.
All the wolves starts to growl and sniff and do fun stuff with their ears and turn their tails down. Kazi has just asked, Alina, and the wolf goes like,
I will try to calm them down. He's a friend.
The small girl stands up. She just erects and stands up, frees herself from your hug, Lukas, and she turns her head towards where the pack is hearkening, and she points her finger towards that, like a very kind of like ghostly kind of like apparition, just pointing it in the direction. And 13 fire shots will come your way now.
Fire shots?
Yeah. 13 scope rifle fire shots. 2 per character.
What?
There is just this moment, and you don't have the time to say, on the second is like, from multiple directions, the cairn was ambushed.
Trust issues. You're giving me trust issues.
Bullets are flying everywhere. The pack is utterly startled. Yola jumps on the liana. Yola, the Alek's mother, she drops her rat and she jumps to protect the wildling. Johan and Alek are still away. They'll probably be back soon. There are flying shots going in all directions. The pack is trying to dodge the bullets. And Yagel in the grandfather's wolf hosting wolf buddy is as well trying to protect the pack. and exit the Berliners from the stage. Bullets. I think Simona, she practiced, firing, stuff with her bourgeois, family and stuff. But you've never been shot at by 13 rifles. You all are being shot at. Kazi's just ducking. Everyone is kind of like, startled. Everyone,
We're gonna die.
roll twice. Dex, athleticism. To give you the odds, I'll give you the difficulty is difficulty 3.
Ooh,
We're
I'm
gonna
not making
die.
that.
I'm gonna die. Athletics. I cannot possibly make that, but I will try. I can't, even if I try. But
Yeah, Simona 2, roll. Everyone. Let's dexterity.
I have a point of clarification. She's human.
Yeah.
Does rage still apply since she hasn't yet? Because
Yeah, but
rage shouldn't apply.
yes, it will. Yeah, apply
Oh.
it. Yeah, because you're
Okay.
about to
And so,
you're about to change.
mine wasn't applied. I mean-
okay. You want me to roll one?
Yeah, roll. 3 success for Lukas. Lukas, you dodge.
That was the second shot. The first shot, I only scored 1 success.
Okay, 1 success. You take 5 superficial. You take 3 superficial, Lukas. The first shot hits you. The
Oh,
second one you
God,
dodge
right.
and you duck and take cover. Victor, did you roll twice, Victor, as
Aye.
well? Yeah, Victor,
Yes,
you take
I got
2 shots.
2 successes and 2 successes.
You take 6. You take 3 superficial, Victor. I've halved that already. Yeah.
Okay.
Alina,
You allow people to take half.
yeah, but it's 3 successes the difficulty.
I already rolled.
Alina, Alina,
Okay.
brutal outcome. You dodge the first bullet. The second one hits you in the belly. Roll. Yeah, and that I think that's you lose control here. You do what you want with your shape, shifting, but you don't have to turn. Although I think I'd like to turn you Krynos on for that brutal outcome. I don't see another way.
Yeah.
You turned Krynos.
Okay.
You take 6. You take 3 superficial, Alina. 3 superficial health.
Very superficial. I'm impaired.
You're impaired.
I too am impaired.
They also I had already 2 health boxes marked from last time.
Simona, did you roll?
I was thinking of just taking half because all I have are 3 dots and 3 rage dice, and that's why I got the failure on the last one because the odds are against me if I don't take half.
But take half. What
Because
do
it's
you
better to
mean?
take success.
What does that do? Take
Like,
half.
no.
What does that do?
It means that when the odds are against you and you don't like have the ability, there's a rule where you can take half or one less than half if it's an odd number. So you only get one success in my situation because I have 3 die. But it means that I won't have a bestial failure or the equivalent in
Okay.
the splat.
Okay, so you get shot.
So I won't pass the difficulty, but I won't get a
brutal.
complete. I won't get a brutal outcome. Yeah. So I get shot, but I don't.
You get shot. You take 3 aggravated.
Oofed.
Yeah.
And you will have to describe how you turn Krynos for the first time in your life. So Lukas, you were shot. Everyone was shot at least once, yeah. And there is this, the first like bang, 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 and then you hear the growls of a pack of hunting dogs.
Once shot, I would shift to Hamid first, and suddenly, if I'm able to at least, I want to shift to Hamid and just start yelling, "Stop! Stop!"
You were aware that you have 2 people turning Krynos in the scene on the stage.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm aware. Viktor is not so aware. Viktor, the struggling pacifist, is going to shift to Hamid, naked ass 18-year-old, stumbling with gunshot wounds, yelling "Stop! Stop!" and waving his hands.
Nice. Okay. Lukas, first instinct.
First instinct of Lucas would be when he dove to the ground to roll into some bushes and freeze, just like the lizard showed him. So activating, which one is it? Give me 1 second. The character sheet is new. I need to look for stuff.
It takes a little getting used to.
Yeah, I like it, but yes, blissful ignorance. So I will spend a willpower point, and as long as I don't move, I'll be invisible.
You were spotted already. You are in the line of sight of huntsmen. There's a dot, you know. If they had tracers,
bummer.
you know, you just it's not just like Eric the Viking. I'm not here. No. No. You've been tracked.
Okay, we'll go the complete opposite then.
Maybe I'll take an opposed roll then.
I still haven't learned rapid.
I'll give you a hard. If you want to still try.
No. We can go opposite. So Victor's like trying to calm things down. Lucas is like, nope, they shot me. They shot my friends, and they're somewhere they're not supposed to be. I don't even know who they are, but they're gonna have a bad day.
Okay, your voice is echoing through Antigone's mic. Okay, that's weird. We have 2 turning Krynos and 2 turning Homid and beginning to some kind of diplomacy against shapes that you have not quite make out.
Krynos?
Yeah. Say.
Nobody shoots at puppies.
Yes. As you say that, you growl that, you erupt that. 2 hunting dogs, enraged as you've never seen dogs being so just and they sort of like come like as one, you know, and that's synchronized with another volley of gunshots. Now you'll begin to see silhouettes of hunters, human hunters. Part of them with hunting rifles, the others rushing in with machetes, and they move like
Oh no.
an
Okay.
Amazonian tribe. They just move as in like, and in a very just organic motion. Their group is surprisingly like they have like a hive mind with they're synchronized, crazy, and the way that they were not, yeah, they ambushed you, just the fact. So what's coming your way is hunting dogs, enraged dogs, shots, fire shots, and machetes, and a mob of of weirdos is dead on set on erasing a life from this place. I don't know. You don't know what's they don't object to diplomacy. Oh no, they just don't have the right mindset to. You guys need. I want 6 successes to
I can do it, but I
to
will
freeze
not.
them with intimidation or persuasion, etiquette, whatnot. So between Lukas and Viktor, something critical to say to a bunch of hectic killers.
All right. Well, I start off with just surprised hand waving. Just stop, don't do this. What are you doing? What would you like me to roll for that?
Oh, but you're okay. Charisma, persuasion.
Okay. Would my extra dot in beautiful count in this regard?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I don't think they're
Persuasion,
interested in.
charisma.
No,
Nope.
no, I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Charisma, persuasion. Yeah. What did you say? Yeah. 6 successes. Brutal.
Never mind.
How did that slip? What does slip from your tongue? As I think you see that. I think Alek's mother took a shot. Under your protection, yeah. Because you sent the boy somewhere away from his mother.
Oof.
It's on you. You you break a fuse. Last
would I gain a rage from seeing this?
Yeah, cool. Everyone gains a rage. Anyway. Yeah, everyone gain a point of rage. Alina, you turn to Krynos. What's your the feature that makes your Krynos a bit different? What should we remember from like, you know, remember that your lupus was black with crystal blue eyes, and your Krynos? You're muted, Auntie.
Yes, so she's still gonna be black, full black, total black, and the eyes are still gonna be the same. And that's gonna be like the distinctive thing. She's not for sure as massive as others, so she's gonna be a little bit smaller. If
Okay.
that's okay.
Lukas, did you roll? Let's have you roll as well.
What am I rolling?
Intimidation, charisma, or persuasion, charisma.
Yeah. Persuasion, charisma. So 6 successes. Uh-huh.
Okay, persuasion, charisma.
Yeah, you're unnoticed. You completely go. All you hear is your voice being minced in the growl of that pack of frenzied hunting dogs, and they're on you. They're on all of you. Shifting will count shifting in the rounds now. So if you shift and do something, you have a minor action behind you. Okay. Simona, you came a long way from Krakow, then the university, in the labs in Warsaw, and now finally field experiment, finishing that thesis on biology, animal, adaptive behavior, and all that. And maybe you just had the beginning of a love story with a photographer hiding from the military. But Brock, suddenly you're hit with that brick. The panic around the wolf packs running, it's just a mayhem, and with frenzied aggressors, and you get shot, and you're 3 aggravated in. How much do your health point do you have total? Okay, you're in very, very bad shape. So now you will turn. You can go. Which stab is it? It's the one. How do you shift in there? I'm lost with the. It's the 4th. Yeah, you can roll 2 rage dice. Or you click on the 2 rage dice under the Krynos. In your character sheet, the 4th tab. Click on the 2 rage dice. It will roll 2 rage dice for you to shift into. Actually, I'm going to put you in frenzy. You'll have to role play a frenzy now. They'll have to put you out of frenzy to stop you. So no rolling rage. You go full rage. You go 5. Your rage goes up to 5. And tell us the. Little student in the woods. What's happening to you?
As she's changing for the first time, she's panicked. You can tell that, she's this young budding biologist who's gone out of her way or along for the adventure with this potential lovely individual. She becomes more frazzled than she already was as there's blood soaking through her layers of clothes. You can see that this transformation just subtly begins. The pen and field journal that she had been trying to put away in her satchel is now falling from her hands, as you can see that her skin is tightening and her pulse is changing, her eyes wild with curiosity and fear, unaware of what's going on around her as she's just been shot, and the wolves were here and now they're gone, and then there's people and some of them are fine and some of them aren't, but her body is getting racked with pain as she stumbles. And while she had originally tried to position herself on the tree, this time she's just brought to her knees the moss below her, trying to gasp as her body shifts, trying to leverage herself onto the ground with her arms. You can see her hands, claws into the earth, nails sharper than they were when she went into it, and his face morphing. You can see there were clothes, they're stretched and torn at the seams. See that she's transforming in this situation. It looks like this golden fur has come out. Somewhat atypical, but grayish, blondish, dirty. And if there was any element of her being a biologist with this messy hair and a ponytail, shaggy bangs, it's gone. She's just there, next to the fern and the moss, amidst the chaos.
At your knees, Kazi, the photographer, is having is going to have to go through delirium. If Viktor doesn't realize that may have an opportunity to make the guy not go crazy. Roll for awareness, Viktor. Wits awareness. You succeed. I give you the choice to use the partridge on him. Possible brutal. Okay.
Sure.
You don't give a damn about that next human factor. Oh, I don't know what's going on. You missed the opportunity here. He is having a delirium episode in front of Simona, who just changed. He looks panicked around. Alina is rushing towards the threat in Krynos. Okay, everyone roll against 2 attacks.
We don't get it and do anything and they show that again?
If you guys want to, there's 2 ways to go at it. You only defend, you attack, or you try to attack both opponents, dog or hunter, whatnot. So then you would have to split your attack pool in half, yeah, between the 2 targets. If you attack only one, your second you defend with the -1 die, yeah. So your second roll is -1 if you defend against the second attack. 2 successes, Lukas.
We're -1 for the second, you said?
Yeah. Lukas, you take 2 superficial damage. Yeah, and that's all. A dog grabs your at the thigh, near the groin. Very nasty bite. But you knock him off on your second, the second attempt when he tries to tighten his grip on you, and you break its neck. So you neutralize one of the dog, Lukas, but you got bitten badly.
All right, yeah, we're trying to charge through to get to the hunters.
Okay. Alina, 5 successes. Yeah, Alina, you dodged the first dog attack. Roll the second one, Alina. Each of you roll 2 twice, yeah. -1 for the second roll. Alina, you rip apart the first dog.
That's only if we just defend.
Yeah,
I don't want to just defend.
Now you counterattacked the first one, and you ripped the dog apart. Like a Krynos, like the Krynos you pick that dog and just tore him.
I don't want to.
You don't want to. You just
No.
roll the brutal. So what do you want to do instead?
Hit the dog.
You kick it and away.
Nah, knock it down, but I don't want to kill it. Nah, but I'm guess. Nah, I don't. What I was thinking, I will tell you, Adi, and you let me know. What I was thinking is that in Alina's mind, all these moments with hunters in the woods come in her mind. All these times that she couldn't do anything against them. The time that she found the dead falcon with the eggs, and that they didn't make it. And what I was thinking is that probably she locks it. She's the first time that she can actually do something, and she really locks to the hunters. Like she has a hatred towards them.
Okay.
So the dogs, she doesn't really care.
Okay.
If I get into frenzy because of that, okay, the dog is dead. But if I can control myself, I will not kill the dog.
Understood. Roll a second time. Lukas, roll to Viktor. You didn't roll.
Is it a choice between acting or dodging?
Attack and defend, or either defend, attack, or attack.
I have something a little special I want to do. I want to do Krynos and Hair's Leap, if that's possible.
Okay, perfect. Roll 2 rage. Ooh, oh good, yeah, good.
Victor will be, after stop didn't work, and a general obliviousness, more gunfire, more dogs, and the wolves being under fire, not to mention the rest of his pack, he shifts to no, and begins turning to Krynos instead, calls on, I think it might have been a frog he got this from.
Yeah, must frog.
Calls on frog, crouches, and attempts Hair's Leap towards the gunfire.
Nice one. Roll your Hair's Leap.
Yep, that's
two
strength glory.
One success is a 3 meters leap. What was it?
Yeah,
we'll make it cinematic, don't worry. Lucas, you rolled. Lucas,
and then I'm doing -2 dice because I shifted this round.
We did go through you. Yeah, you were bitten at the thigh near the groin, and then you killed that dog. And you're heading towards
I got 2 the first
shots.
roll and 4 the second. No.
Oh.
Sleep. Once failure. Okay, you jump closer anyway.
I'd like to willpower.
Okay.
Well, never mind.
And I rolled the second one before Victor because I hadn't rolled it before.
But you land midway. You saved yourself a round of skulking your way between the shots to approach the huntsman. Simona, do you charge? Do you cower? I think Krynos, first instinct. You're in frenzy. We said, yeah. There is a threat. It has to be removed. There is something new in your system now. Gaia's touch is upon you, and you feel the burn of the bane of silver. You know, it's something in your system isn't right. There is an electrifying buzz going through your spine and all and all and all. You didn't roll your Dex brawl, yeah, yet. Dex athleticism.
Okay.
Well, in fact, I asked the wrong roll. It should have been strength. Brawl, basically. What did I ask for? Yeah. Yeah, Simona, roll athletics plus dexterity twice.
It's saying that my character sheet is locked.
Doesn't matter. It's locked or not.
Yes.
I'll close it. I'll turn it off and turn it back on again. Hold on. I'll go back to it.
Yeah, sometimes they get yeah. They just freeze.
Okay, let's.
It'll do that if you're trying to click on the dots. You got to click on the word on the sheet.
No, the word athletics.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
That's all.
So I'm doing strength and athletics.
Yeah.
Dexterity.
Dexterity athletics. Dexterity athletics. Because possible brutal outcome. You just burst. Hunting dogs are bouncing against you. You just catapult them away from your unwavering straight advance towards the gunshots. No problem there. Yeah, well, I think, guys, this round, it's you can come in contact with a bunch of humans. They are they're Polish people, and a mix of Belarusian. They're just faces, straight. You sniff, you feel the location. You smell their breath. You hear their sweat. You smell their sweat. And they're decently equipped, and you recognize some Białowieża's faces, the closest little village here. You could easily guess that those people are related to some of the victims at St. Maccabeus Hill, and they're holding the wolves responsible for that mayhem. But there's something to them that is. They work as a team, like the way they deploy and redeploy and shout at each other, orders. They're very, I don't know. That works. Everyone roll this time strength. Brawl.
Oh,
Did Lukas turn into Krynos?
Yes. Yeah.
Alina 3. Three is good for no, 3 is 1. Alina, you take 2 superficial. Victor, you're good.
oh,
Lukas, you're good. Simona, you're good.
I take 2 superficial.
Yeah, I think you, as you approach towards that hunter, he drops his gun. You try and grab him, and he slices a machete. He just slashes a machete in between the two of you, and you get cut on the torso. The others, you just make way towards those hunters. Some of them are further afield, back in the forest, but some of them are wielding their machetes, and each of you can do. Dispatch a random hunter for us, please. Just the 3 of you. Victor, Simona, and and Lukas. Each of you, 15 seconds to describe the way, or how do you dispatch a random hunter? Go.
So Lucas has a hunter in his eyes who's still got his rifle aiming a shot, and another hunter with a machete jumps out and just instinctually bites him in the face.
Okay. Next. Simona. Viktor, go.
Sorry. I'm still just yelling no, 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 but it's coming out more like growling barks. And I finally managed to grab it. Yep. Finally managed to grab one poor fucker and just continue slamming him headfirst into a tree.
Okay. Simona, how did that look with you?
How did what?
How do you dispatch a random hunter in Werewolf, the Apocalypse 5th edition? As a newborn werewolf.
How would Simona? How would she get rid of a hunter? Yeah. So as she is slinking over there, she's going to stalk one that thinks that maybe they're getting away or being sneaky. And she's going to go for the throat.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and she will.
You throat him with your claws. They there's a good few of them. Three just fell, and their dogs are in disarray. Their dogs as well are being chased by grandfather wolf, Yagel. But your pack has they shoot off, and let's roll. Oh yeah, Yola, Liana, and Kazi. Roll for them. Okay, no one got shot there. So far, they're ducking, covering, doing their best. The two girls have not. Yola or Liana, none of them have gone through the delirium. Only Kazi is in the middle of his delirium, just probably trying to flee. Yeah. In a clumsy way. And the opposition isn't stopping there. It's an onslaught. Round 2. Brawl plus strength. Maybe someone has yeah, so let me we had 3 removed. Okay. Alina, you take 2 superficial as you're being shot again. Another angle, just as you get rid of another of those guys who is you don't see fear in their eyes, you only see rage. It's disgusting, and I think you could even you recall that face. You know that man he's you know, you saw him in the village, you know, maybe a couple of times in your life. You know that man, you know, and he's not himself. Lukas, you take 2 superficial. You're being shot again. Alright, yeah. And Simona and Viktor. Did you roll, guys? No. Simona, Viktor.
What am I rolling?
Roll strength.
Strength plus bro.
Is it
Here.
just strength though? Or strength and brawl?
Strength brawl.
Both.
Alina, you're impaired.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. Did you roll, Simona? Victor, you're good. You dispatch 2 men.
Nice.
How many are there?
We're
hard to
about
say.
halfway through them, I think.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, something like that. Simona, you take 4 superficial. Attends, wait. 1 success, 3 plus. No, you take 3 superficial. Excuse me. 3 superficial, Simona. Ah, you're nearing.
I don't know if it's correct.
No,
Well,
no, don't add yet. Don't turn your. You just add. Oh, wait. That was. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Voilà. I think that's it. You're 1 away from being impaired. As you're struggling with the madman, with a machete and a knife, an oldish hunter, Polish, countryman, just outraged, just in a. It's. I've never seen anyone in your life being so utterly, just threatening, without restraint, inhuman. All right. There is a pile of corpses that starts to accumulate here. Those people, they won't stop. They want their 3rd round, and that's when Johan and Alek jumps in, both in hispo, and they join the fray. I roll a random dice for Liana, Kazi, and Yola. No one was shot accidentally. And one's for
Thank God.
the wolves. Yeah. No, we're good. Okay, new round.
So that last bullet hit. Lucas is entering frenzy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Because every time there's this rule as well. Every time you're in Krynos and you don't kill something, every round you need to spend a willpower point. But so far each of you has killed something every round, yeah? Or a dog or a man. No, that's strength plus you just rolled, Alina? Yeah, it's
1 more die. It's 1 more die. I will roll 1 more die.
No, but it's not athletic, it's melee. It doesn't matter. Let's go.
It's brawl. It's brawl. Yes, I roll an extra die.
Yeah. You're good.
have
6
1 extra.
successes. How do you combine killing 2 hunters? One is in melee with you with a machete. Another one is about to shoot at you from a 6 meters distance. How do you kill them in 1 round? Both.
I was hoping that it would be in a grabbing distance. The first one, I will grab his skull and smash it, and then leap to the other one and slice his throat.
Okay. You slice
with
his
the other
throat.
hand.
He shoots in the
I
air.
keep the head. I keep the head, so one of my claws is now occupied.
Okay.
I will drag him around with me.
Oh shit. Okay. Lukas, there is no one around you. All those hunters are lying down, bleeding to death. But you see one of them at a 10-meter distance, pointing at you, and you feel the sting. You take 3 superficial damage from a bullet hitting you in the chest.
Okay, that one's next. We go straight for him.
I think you will manage to dispatch them quite easily. In fact, during the next 15 seconds, I will cause you no more bruises. I'll keep it at that. How do you get rid of the remainder? Yeah, who is the last one? You finally crush the head off before looking back up and fetching a gaze from your pack mates. Who's the last one you kill and how? And we had a frenzy. You mentioned you were going into frenzy, Lukas.
If he said if a bullet strikes a wolf.
No, Lucas is frenzied.
Okay.
He gets hit again, but now that he's frenzied, he's been regenerating. He closes the distance with that hunter that just shot him, rips the weapon away from him so violently his arms come off with it, and he throws the gun at another hunter that hits him so hard it crumples his chest, and that's how Lucas ends the combat.
Okay. Right. Do we have to get you out of frenzy, or is this, you think, automatic? Because you've removed the threats, yeah? There's no other threat. If there were 2 of you in frenzy, I would force a willpower roll on you to see if you don't attack the frenzied packmate. But hey, no, wait, there is another frenzied Krynos in the mix. You two roll willpower. Difficulty 2. To not attack each other. Okay. Lukas, there's another threat. She's not. She doesn't have control. She's losing it. Oh, Lukas, you resist. Lukas, you resist.
Lucas knows who his friends are.
Yeah. Okay. You manage to not feel as a threat to her, and she can then freely exit frenzy if Rebecca wants. Rebecca, do you want to exit frenzy?
I guess. I mean, I don't know what anyone else thinks. It's their first time shifting, so do you all think frenzy is helpful here or not helpful?
Not helpful, but attacking us, no.
As a player, I would say not helpful, but as an onlooker, I would say no, keep frenzying.
No, do or do not. There's no try with frenzy, right? So I think she'll try to exit it.
Okay.
She's tested the water. She's dipped her paw into it, and she's good to go back to whatever or wherever she can go back to. That is somewhere between she's lived the last 20 years. This is.
You lose the wolf. Your rage goes down to 0. Lukas, your rage goes down to 0.
Yeah, the new character sheet, if you just hit the exit frenzy button, it does all that automatically. It's pretty cool.
Tasty. Victor,
Right.
You have to exit Krynos. And Alina too. Alina, there is something that, something under your eye again. This little spider is still, wandering there in your skull, and you have like a sudden stingy flash of pain and it go through the eye, and you close that eye, and you again have this like, and you see what's on the other side, and you see a pack of sort of a large herd. Is it a pack? Is it those are creatures that are on their hinder legs. They look like big carapaced dogs walking on two legs and with some kind of armor on their back, and they look horrible and they are fleeing.
It was an attack on the forest.
And that's all you see. You see those demons recede in the Umbra, and you lose your penumbral sense at this point. Now
Okay, one quick question. I'm sorry, Victor. So to test it, rage time to regenerate 2 agra or 2 whatever.
In Krynos?
Nah. Yes, I'm trying to heal myself so I will not be impaired.
Yeah,
I'm doing a
so
similar thing.
you can't. If you want to stay in Krynos now, cost you 1 willpower,
Nah. Okay.
and then you can. You have access to the stronger regeneration of Krynos, but you can shapeshift to Glabro. You don't need to spend an extra willpower to stay in Krynos. You cannot stay in Krynos if you don't kill something each turn. And if you want to stay in Krynos without having killed something, you need to spend a willpower point. So do you shift to Glabro?
Okay.
You need to shift to Glabro, a supernatural form to heal. 1 success. It costs you no rage. No, that was your... it costs you 1 rage to go Glabro. And then you regenerate...
Yes.
And so you heal 2 superficial for 1 rage die, yeah?
Okay. So I have to roll again. Έλα, come on. Jesus.
Yeah, Lucas just kind of shrinks back into his human form with his awesome clothes. Thank you again, Alina. And just collapses in a bloody pulp, like one of those people that have been in a rave and danced way too long. He's just done.
Shit.
Quick question: Will we be taking a bio break before the next scene?
Yeah.
Yes, if I break.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we'll do. I think we'll just keep at the camera will just pan back from the aftermath of the battle, and we don't need to we don't need to go through it. It's a good idea. So regenerations are done. Everyone is happy with the state of their character. You all regain 1 point of willpower for successfully removing the threat.
Huzzah!
Awesome.
Can someone howl a little bit? I will howl in how happy I am. But there is no moon yet, right?
Yeah, it's daytime, right?
Yeah.
There is no moon.
Johan and Alek are back. Everyone is safe. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. It's good. Right. Leonard's house. This hovel. There is a broken wooden stair nearly reaching the attic. You have to leap between the stairs and to reach really the actual attic. There's this kitchen downstairs, 1 room. It's chaos. Another room with the door coming from the first bedroom. It's totally, it's like you can't really open the door fully. It's so full of junk inside. All from the past life of Leonard and the childhood of Alina. It was your kid's room and now it became a storage unit. The attic, well, the kitchen is in disarray as well. It's filthy. Lots of empty bottles. And the attic is something else. It has not been turned so much into a storage, weirdly enough. Maybe he didn't care to bring that much stuff up those broken stairs. Fill the room downstairs with all the junk, like trying to lock away the memory or something. But the attic is kind of like it's dusty, you know, and stuff. It's musty. For sure, there are mushrooms plenty there, with the holes in the ceiling and the pigeonholes and all that, and the nests and the rats. Everything is covered in dust, and or moss is where the rain reaches, and you have like more intimate things that reminds more of childhood of Alina there. You even find an old photograph of your mother and father and you, Leonard. Yeah, I should say Leonard and you. And all sorts of things. We'll go through the attic. We'll do a little tour of the attic in a moment, but let's fix first. I think the goal of the scene is to compact enough roleplay content around how do we finally, you know, we want this to become your hideout. We want to fix find the role of Leonard in all of that. We want to have a quick moment as well between Simona and the rest of the pack. I think Simona will come back to her senses sort of in that house, and I'd like to hear the pack give her kind of like beginner advices, you know, from young blood, giving each of you give an advice to her. We need to fix.
I have the best advice.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Good. Let's start with that.
Yes. So you have to suck on your clothes, pee on them, and then we'll go together to the river and do the ritual. So next time you will not be naked.
Yeah.
Okay, I know
your clothes are.
I know it
torn
sounds
apart.
weird, but it works.
She seems very okay to suck and pee on her clothes. Okay, knock it off, Lucas.
Does she have a
She
blanket?
feels interesting.
Someone gave her. Did you give her some change, Alina? Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
All you find is
I
I think it's
meanwhile
old clothes. Sorry, Victor. Simona, the clothes you have is like old, musty men's clothes. Victor,
I am wearing old musty men's clothes
as well.
and sitting there shaking my head and just shaking my head silently, just like mouthing to Simona.
Victor, it's time that you should do it as well.
I clear my throat, and then some of us have standards. Casting a momentary judgmental look at Lucas.
What? It doesn't smell like pee after the ritual's done.
Do you?
That's just how I normally smell.
Simona, do you even understand what they're talking about?
I have no idea. She is not unaware of tracking or being around feces or different bodily fluids, but she's been housebroken for a long time in her human form, so this is beyond her. She's a little unsure about this openness to claiming maiming and claiming situation going on here, and or the
How does she feel in
okay,
her body?
bottom.
How good did that feel to turn Krynos, to turn into a werewolf? How do you existentially go through that realization? You didn't go. You went into frenzy, but you remember every split second of it. And physically, how did that resonate in the body of that young woman?
So she was both filled with wonder and amusement, but also disbelief, knowing what she knows about the animal kingdom and being in nature. She's not observed anything like this, but it's really fucking cool. So, you know, she's down for this. So she's cool. But also she doesn't know if she can do it again. She doesn't know how it happened to begin with, because usually other people, when they get shot, or animals, they die, and she didn't die, and she's back. So maybe she's a zombie. She doesn't know. She's just vibing.
What about guys? One last advice for her.
I give the best advice, so it's on you guys.
Okay. What about
I would not be naked.
what about Leonard? He finally finds his senses. He's organized a little dish for everyone. He gathered the leftovers, and it's potato bean time. No ham.
I hope you put water in the food and not liquor.
Enjoy yourself. You look awful, people. What's up with you, Alina?
What do you mean, what's up?
Admit, look at you, but are you guys okay?
We're just fine.
What is this?
We're okay physically, but I don't know if we're okay socially. Where do those people come from, and why were they attacking us?
They were controlled by spirits.
In agreement.
They were controlled by evil spirits that probably serve the worm, and they wanted to attack the weaver.
Oh, come on. You're jumping to conclusions. Just because they were bad guys doesn't mean they were controlled.
I saw them. I saw them. They were two-legged dogs walking. I saw to the Umbra.
We're two-legged dogs.
I saw the spirits, Victor.
All right, what exactly do you think you saw?
I saw the spirits that they're controlling these people. But some of these people I know from the village. I understand they had the rage about what happened or whatever, but they were not acting normally. They were being possessed.
What are you talking about? There is Kazi. I think Kazi is here.
I don't know how he is.
And he's very quiet. He tends to his films, and his camera is half broken. And I didn't see demons, he says. So a bunch of angry motherfucking farmers.
Yeah, Kazi, why don't you take Leonard over there and go have a stroll out?
Whom do you ask?
Kazi.
Okay. Yeah. Might as well. And he goes, Leonard, can you open the forge for me? And Leonard grumbles. Goes fetch a key from one of the drawer in the kitchen, and the two of them exit towards the forge. that Leonard has never wanted to open again. And they exit the kitchen. There is the sound of the rats in the attic doing their nightly thing. I think it's nighttime now. The moon is up. So it's a Galliard's moon, yeah. Simona.
Okay, come on, everybody. So
Maybe we should
let's go
not
outside.
discuss spirit things and our adventures in front of normal people. I've seen Kazi go a little bit weird during the fight with the hunters.
I assume both Simona and was it just Lukas that lost the wolf?
Simona too. When you exit frenzy, you lose the
Simona
wolf.
too? Okay.
Yeah. And by the way, just a side note, Liana and Yola,
They're with us, right?
they're with you. I think they're sleeping in the bedroom while you are having a chat under the attic in the kitchen. There is food on the table.
Yes, we have.
Johan
We have to
eats.
discuss what are we gonna do. Sorry.
Johan eats as well as Grandfather Wolf. Alek is sitting quiet in the room with his mother sleeping on the bed, and he ponders what to do with her. That's when he will learn that his brother has been institutionalized. So he will go on a quest to get his brother out of the psychiatric hospital and bring him to the countryside. Yeah.
The others are going outside. I'll get up in all of my overly large, musty clothes and gesture in invitation to Simona for her to follow. And also ask, the four of us are all kind of new to this, but what else would you like to know? I'm sure you've got lots of questions.
I'm not entirely sure of where I can go or what I can do, what to expect.
It's going to come back.
Well,
The only advice I can give is to keep your eyes and ears open, question everybody, and the moon is our friend, and we'll switch to Lupus and give a good howl.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
for one, that's Ragabash thinking right there. In all fairness, she's not Ragabash, right?
It's Galliard.
And by that point, I get outside and I look up at the moon and I squint at it. And I'm not sure if Victor would know what Galliards are yet.
Yeah, I think you've heard of the touch of Gaia and the way that she bends fate, and but it's never really sure if it's the source of those archetypes. But I don't think you have the whole understanding of. You know that there is a hierarchy, and It means more than ranking in the army. You just don't know what.
I'll vaguely explain it best I can. I'm told that I'm a Philodox, which I know that's the half moon. I'm not sure what that means for you. And I gesture up at the gibbous moon.
Mm.
But I know what it feels like after frenzy. Feels like you just went through something big and then it's suddenly missing.
I guess for me right now, whatever this is, she looks at all of you eye to eye. I'm called either to battle or for whatever greatness is ahead of me.
To battle. Yes, for Gaia. We're warriors.
I don't know if necessarily I'm here to fight individuals head on or with my hands or claws or whatever it is that my body decides to do, or the moon or whatever. But I hope that whatever it is I can fight for, it will help keep traditions going on, either for the forest or the animals or documentation that we have of Earth. Where biology is concerned, I don't know what's going on with my own, but I can hope to preserve that, if not the legacy, going forward.
Grandfather Wolf with Yagel inside. This massive, elderly wild wolf of Eastern Poland howls as he's sort of like, and as if an animal, even he had understood. Yeah, your openness. And he responds in a howl. You guys having, you're having this mini mood, yeah? This pack mood.
Mm-hmm. Worth noting, I keep forgetting, but I have Moon Thrall as my.
I remembered. And I was like, you look at the moon?
Yeah, you should have pointed it out to me.
I was ready. I was ready.
It's my first character with Moon Thrall, so I keep forgetting, but that means I have to try and shift. So I'm gonna attempt Glabro.
Alright. So on Glabro, Kazi and Leonard have entered the forge. You guys are sitting in front of a mill that's going cold. And you hear the rats in the attic. I think we'll stay in this house for a few days. Sort of first in mode like a quick hideout to a place just to recuperate after a kick. So that hustle. But somewhat time goes and we spend a couple of days there reforming, you know. I think all your superficial will be gone.
But we have to discuss what are we gonna do with the girl, though.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
She looks super scared to go. You see this house is on the eve of the woods proper. It opens towards abandoned fields, and the first next country house is 600-700 meters, you know, but it's desolated. The whole area is desolated. It's just a couple of lonely farmers, and not even farmers. But the girl, she doesn't want to leave the house. She wants to stay with Yola. Yola, Alek's mother, she is having PTSD and she's locked in somewhere. She mentions that in her half delirium, when they spend hours and hours, Liana, Yola, and Alek in that bedroom, you guys would be more and more busy with sort of maybe cleaning the house or whatnot. Alek learns from his mother that she mentions, Yola mentions another figure named Julia. And it's surprising to you, you started, Alina, because Julia is the name of, it was the name of your mother. It's just coincidence. So Yola says that she's now the nanny of that wildling girl. She was found, she was saved, she was rescued. Yola. Finally, this Alek sort of make her speak some glimpse of what she is traumatized with. It seems she had a very bad moment with the Black Spiral dancers, and it seems that she was rescued by a certain Julia, and that Julia wants that wildling girl, Liana, protected. And Viktor, roll wits insight.
Can I assume that I've dropped down to Hamid in the past 2 days?
Anything you want, yeah. Yeah, with Kazimierz and Leonard around.
I'm sorry, it was insight.
Wits.
What was it? Wits.
I have insight as well, eh?
Yeah. Black. What were we talking about? The girl. I forgot what I wanted to say. Never mind. Yeah, no, you have an inkling. Yola, Alek's mother. The way she ate that rat. Okay, maybe she has PTSD, whatever. But the how she copes with it very much reminds you of how you get weird dissociative behavior when you're an addict. You try not to look at the. She reminds you of your sister when she started to take that stuff from what was his name? The guy who got killed at the moot in the Crimson Meadow, your first moot in East Berlin. Was your vampire, was your ghoul. He fed your sister with blood. And Alek's mother, she's getting more and more nervous with the time. She's kind of like, she's missing her. She needs to check on her, In the attic, Alina, you find it's filled with old memories. There's the loom of your mother. A big wooden, mechanical loom And the whole of the attic is strewn with chests and wardrobes and whatnot, and everything is it's filled with works back in the days, your mother's works, you know, carpets, tapestries, kilim. Some of them are hanging in there and there is there are bits of plated armor as well, rusty swords, maces, actual like 15th century maces, swords and plated armors. There is an old Orthodox wooden icon carved in wood, yeah, an icon of Jesus and Mary. Some old photographs of Leonard and your mother, Alina. Alina, when you were a kid. And there is this odd photograph you find, Alina. There is a single man posing on this near this lake. I figure if you don't recall, and you just wonder who took that picture if the man is standing alone. What about now? It's time to confront your father, Alina. How do we go? How do we go about
picture.
this?
I will take this picture because I want to ask him about that man.
What? What is it?
Who is this guy?
This dude. Nobody. And he throws the photograph to the floor. Now what?
You took this picture.
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know. It was your mother's or whatever.
Okay, look, it's time for you to go.
I have nowhere to go. I mean, like, Fabiola, she
That
hates me.
I don't really care.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't really care.
You see, Kazi is saddened by your decision. Simona,
I don't care.
Simona, you have a big house. So
Look at all the space for activities. Just, she's there. She's enjoying it. She's more outdoorsy, but it is what it is. It's available. She's not homeless.
you just offered him? What did you just say?
Was that a question or a statement to me? I was confused.
A question, yeah. It was a statement, but you could do, and then the subtext was, are you going to do something about it now that you have an option for this man?
I think so. I mean, if no one else has an issue with it, she would.
Okay. Yeah, and Kazi
You
jumps
really
on
want to drag around your house?
What was that?
You really want a drunk dude around your house? Look what he did to my house. He's gonna ruin yours. He doesn't deserve a space anywhere.
I don't know. I mean, be kind to him also. I can keep him on a short leash and a loose collar, I guess. Maybe he can be helpful. Maybe if I give him something to do.
Good luck with that.
Kazi jumps on the occasion. Yeah, Leonard, come and live with us. I moved there recently too. Actually, that's it's funny. Life, how small the world is. And Leonard is confused. I don't care. I'll just walk. and he leaves. He leaves, and he walks into the night alone.
Good riddance.
Anyone is going to do something at this point before he disappears tonight? I mean, I'm not suggesting anything.
So what? You're kicking him out just because he drinks?
It's not just drinks. Look what he did to my house. I was forced to live with my grandma because I didn't have a house. I didn't have a family. Because she is how he is. Nothing. He was always being like that. He doesn't deserve any kindness of any kind. I have to
Kazimierz,
pick up the pieces.
the photograph Kazimierz exits the room and try to run after Leonard.
Alina will pick up the picture from the floor.
Yeah. There is a commotion in the attic. The couple candles, there's no electricity in the house. Couple candles you're using in the kitchen, barely reaching the ceiling, and in the attic, the rats are having a race. There's many big rats that have, invested in the attic, and it's a time for their new get to just go mad. And lots of stuff is just, it's like kids. There's just, there's a big commotion. Like you have, I don't know, maybe pictures hanging, they jump on stuff in the walls and that falls, and they climb curtains and that breaks and whatever. Boxes are falling.
The rats?
Yeah. So Alina will say, I really need a big cat, and she will storm to go upstairs.
At some point during the week, Victor, where I would end up clearing my throat and just sitting back. Are we going to do something about that?
Yeah. Can't sleep.
Yeah.
Say it out
we
loud.
can do something about that. So we'll do a cleansing rite. So we'll and it'll take the form of like spring cleaning. We'll throw open all the windows, take down the curtains, dust everything out, sweep everything, and at the same time, Lukas will be beseeching Rat to maybe have his little fellas find somewhere else. Some of the people around here are a little offended by them living here, and maybe at least out in the field. And we'll go ahead and put some food out for them, so try to get them out of the house and into the yard.
Okay. I think they are not pets, yeah. And it's not just because your rat totem, is kind of like your totem is rat. You can't just address a bunch of random rats and coax them, sort of like. The only option I see there is to go on a find them in the Umbra or do something maybe from there.
Or get a very big cat.
Yeah, there's no cat in this house. I was asking myself, Alina, was there a cat in the previous scene in this house we had? There was no cat, huh?
Yeah, I remember that was a cat. Yes.
But at your grandmother's,
that came and greeted me the first time. No, when I first visited my father, there was a cat that
okay,
came
cool.
and said hello.
So there is a cat here. There is a black
You
cat.
have to feed it.
There's a black cat, and he's not. He's invaded. he has lost control of the. Yeah, he's not ruling here anymore. I think he's frustrated and not in a very positive mood. Beaten cat.
Lucas, maybe we need to befriend a werecat. We found a werebear, so other wares exist, right? Do you think there's a werecat anywhere around here that can?
I really need to meet that werebear.
Okay, so if there are werecats, we're wolves. I don't think cats and us will get along very well. Just saying.
I prefer the Umbra option.
Mm-hmm. How does this cleansing ritual look, Lucas?
Yeah, so it's like spring cleaning. So a bunch of dusting, all the dishes are washed, all the cupboards are emptied out and scrubbed. Um, uh, all the carpets are pulled out and thrown over branches and dusted by hitting them with sticks. Everything is taken out of the house, cleaned. All the surfaces are cleaned.
During the process,
then everything's put back.
During the process, you notice that the door to the forge is still open, and you peek in, and you see that it was medieval level quality forge, but inoperative for a long while. But you find a silver ingot in there. Right?
Ooh.
For whatever it's worth. And the ride goes on. You reconvene. Where do you end that up? In the attic where the rats have their HQ?
Rat HQ. Yes, that will be the culmination. And up there we'll hang some herbs and flowers to kind of get a good odor, so that it'll waft down into the rest of the house.
Nice. How do we coax Simona into sidestepping with you? Are you all going?
Yeah, Lucas will go, and we'll talk her through it just as Udo did Lucas in the very first time. So we'll stand shoulder to shoulder, holding, let's say, that. Let's see. Well, the ingot, the silver ingot, would be fairly shiny. So we'll hold that and just like focus on your reflection. Focus, focus, nice. And as soon as you feel like you can step through your reflection, do. And it makes absolutely no sense as he's saying it, but after a few moments, we are actually able to go across.
Awesome. Alina, you go too? And Viktor?
Yes.
Viktor, what do you do?
I think he'll go. I don't believe Viktor has been in the Umbra yet, so this will be.
Yeah, you were there.
First time to really.
You had. We had to brush over the. We have to quick play through your mini one night training with Johan in the park. The scene I forgot to put up the background image of the city in the Umbra.
Okay.
So you had one drop and back. Here the house on the other side. It's like a fair horror house with weird children drawings everywhere. They've been sort of like washed by something salty, and it crystallizes in like salt crystals. There is all sort of gnarling smiles and winking eyes and sceneries drawn by a child on everything. But it's grayed out, nearly black and white, and there's spider webs everywhere, and a big rat, female rat, is sitting in a little throne made of rest of bones knit together with cobweb, and she's fat and despondent.
I push Lucas forward and take a step back.
She blurps.
So Lucas will step forward as he's gently put forward by Victor and bow deeply. Oh, great rat matron. It is very good to see you. I hope you are comfortable and everything is well.
Oh, welcome to my court. Are you a pagan? I think you are. Welcome here to the wild court. Behold, my hall. What do you think? And you see columns of cobweb going like in the alley of the gods. She's made a little a king's hall out of this attic that looks now like a cathedral. And she's the queen of that pocket realm of hers.
Quite impressive, but if I dare say, very gloomy. It would do with some good sun and maybe these pictures a little sprucing up, motioning to the child paintings on the walls.
Mm-hmm. Everything is as it should. We've repurposed everything according to our taste, and we've not been. We've been busy. We're happy. We're happy with what we got. Happy. Lots of repurposing, just what we do.
You may be happy, which I am extremely pleased that you are happy, but some people that live here aren't so happy. So I have been elected to be a mediator of sorts. Is there any way we can come to some sort of understanding where we share this space?
Are you one of those? And she goes and she starts to smell you. Her snort. It's just like she's just pocketing you with her nose, and she goes in your parts and smells you from, and she looks at you really close with her eyes. Are you a shapeshifter? Yeah? You're one of those wolf men, yeah? We don't trust you anymore in those parts. Oh no, we don't. Mayhem you brought. Forest is dark because of you. Forest is dark.
Oh, it's amazing you say that because we are here to fix the wrongs of our ancestors.
She just, she laughs. She rolls on her belly and laughs. Explodes in laughter. And then she just sits back on her cobwebbed throne. And she throws a couples of scrap bad meat on little bones. It's all attached to threads of cobweb. Please yourself. Enjoy while you can. Now I'll be busy.
So Lucas will lean close conspiratorially and whisper, "Look, great one. I'm really trying here, but I'm the carrot." And looks over at the others, and they're like, they're the stick. I'm sure we can come to some agreement.
Because you think you can do better for that place than I did? Look at this splendor! The ideal lair!
The ideal lair for a rat, not a pack of wolves.
Excuse me, because this is my attic. Allow me.
She crawls back, she's just startled. You're attic? I don't even know you. Are you
I'm
the
the
artist?
owner of this house.
Oh, you're the artist?
Yes, I'm the owner of this house. Who?
The artist. And she
I'm
points.
her daughter, though.
She points at the demons painting on the wall. Your childhood drawings everywhere tagged on the walls of her cathedral, and she sees them as evil spirits.
Yes, that's my work.
You're the
It's
devil.
my attic, and yes, I am the demon. And you don't want to see me angry. Here is full of my work and my mother's work. And your little kids, even though I really, really don't have anything against them, I don't want them in my attic. I want you to be gone. If you need help finding a new place, I'm more than willing to help you find it. But please, you have to stop being here.
Where, Rebecca,
Because
you here?
here we're gonna do great things.
Everyone is talking to a giant rat sitting on a throne. It's Simona's first time in the Umbra. What's is she saying anything? How does she? She's standing on spiritual matter. They're talking to an animal spirit. It's very talkative for an animal spirit.
She is one with the animals, so she is going to take kindly to this one. I think I don't know if animal pen would come into this, but that's kind of her business. So she understands that some animals are misunderstood, and she'd be charismatic towards the rat.
Nice. So I think with the sustain and collective effort you put in, we'll have Alina roll
Persuasion check.
charisma, persuasion, your best pool, +1, +2. Well, she's willing to go with 3 successes, but she has a condition. But with 5 successes,
5 successes.
5 successes, she will just pack. She will just pack. She will just humbly bow. I think that there is something in the way as a Garou you just mark your territory, and your posture, your spiritual posture, and self-assertion. You just impose your name on her name. It's like you rewrite her story in this place, and she's not part anymore. Just you imprint yourself on that. Attic is now yours. And she packs. Yeah.
Nice.
Haughtily, you know. And she exits like a frustrated queen.
Yes, and we will decorate the house with my mother's work. So her carpets, kilims, and everything's going to be everywhere.
Sounds lovely.
And we will graffiti paint the rest of the walls.
Simona, you find
show Simona how to do it.
So you guys are painting the walls? You're doing the attic?
Yes, we are doing graffitis. I will show Simona how to do graffitis.
Ah, cool. Yeah, nice. I love that.
So it's going to be a wall with a graffiti, a wall with my mother's kilims and stuff, and then another wall with the graffiti, etc., etc. So it's going to be a fusion of our art.
Nice.
I will draw the best stick figures ever. I will not disappoint you.
Don't worry, I
Victor-
can do them over if you don't.
That'd probably be ideal. I'm a
Victor,
Science
meanwhile,
with
having a moral conundrum, just standing by. I guess it's not vandalism if it's your own place. Still think there's got to be better. Oh God. Okay.
Simona,
You can do it, Victor. You have to do a graffiti as well. To the bedroom that you are going to be sleeping.
Oh,
As long as we're not inhaling too much of it.
might enhance the experience.
Simona, you find an old box with vinyl records of city pop music from the youth of Alina's mother. It's Alina's mother's, old record collection that resonates in the attic as you guys are painting over. Possibly patching a few holes here and there. That roof. With time, I think that as the first month of you're moving in Puszcza and getting this spot fixed up. Simona fixing her own den. Simona, you have funds, yeah. You don't have problem with money. So when it comes to buying a couple of tiles or whatnot, you could easily help those guys if they asked or if you came up with the idea.
I think that she's interested in since she's not like directly in nature currently, she's kind of interested in these vinyls and the music that's on them and how if there's any way at all to get it out, like the music to other people. She's just kind of like pondering about how having music in a box like that is almost a waste because you can't share it with other people, and she wishes that she had a way of, or if there's any way of.
You say that out loud?
She's just kind of, she's just
Oh,
like,
baby, we're doing this.
What are we doing?
We're gonna broadcast this vinyl one day.
Oh, yeah? Can we do it
Yes,
from
we
here?
will. That would be an excellent idea to do it from here. Actually.
Do you have the resources to do that?
Not yet, but I will go to the university and then work as a waitress. And after we can do it.
Okay. Well, you go to the university and I'll go out into the wild, I guess, see what I can procure. And then we'll meet up again and see what is left, what is, needed for that.
Yes, we can broadcast. From here. I think that's how Alina got the idea of the whole thing. Thanks to,
okay, yes.
Thanks to Simona.
Okay. She had not had that in her mind
Not about
already.
the radio? Not yet.
Ah, awesome.
She just said how to broadcast this music, and it was my mother's music to people. So from here, she said from here. So it's like puzzles coming into pieces now, and she just got the idea out of Simona.
Cool.
I don't know. Sometimes we like to keep things to ourselves. But if you want to do it, we can do it. You know, sometimes we have things that remind us of things and we want to make it personal or keep it to ourselves. But I think music is better when it's shared with others. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we can tell people about Gaia in a different way and educate them.
It's a way of keeping our history.
Definitely gonna do that.
We'll end the session on this. Alex comes up running up the stairs in the attic, in the middle of painting, listening to those old records on that vinyl player.
Drinking beers.
And he's panting, and he says, "The girl, she's gone." And that would be it for today.
Nice.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you for opening the space to
I don't want to ruin the
Rebecca.
cliffhanger.
Say again?
Oh, I don't want to ruin the cliffhanger. It was very nice, but I rolled the craft and dexterity because Lukas had a really good idea for the graffiti. He was actually going to do a full mural, and it's the entire pack howling at the moon. And if you look closely, you can actually tell which figure is which.
Oh.
Nice. Cute.
Awesome.
Such a wholesome ending before we all die.
Oh.
No. Before we go rescue someone. Come on now.
Before we live happily ever after. Right. That's what I
Don't
said.
be pessimistic.
Yeah, the world of darkness.
I completely fucked up my roll to begin with because I only rolled 3 rage dice. I didn't roll my dots. That way it was a complete failure. But I was like, fuck it. If I'm going to roll wrong, I'm just going to go with it. So I was like, you know what? She's bloodied. This is Roll the Darkness. So I'm not going to be like, oh, wait, I'm an idiot. We have to backtrack this. She's actually not
I
dead.
saw that it was only red dice, and that got me worried. But I was like, I don't want to interrupt. What's going on?
Yeah, I didn't know what your dice pool was. I just figured it was only 3.
Yeah, but it's impossible not to have strength. I was like, she doesn't have any strength?
Yes.
Any dexterity? Sorry, that's impossible.
Yeah, but if you only have 1 strength and 2 brawl, then your dice pool is 3. Don't know if were you in Cryonoswarm yet at the time, or?
Well, that was the thing, was that I wasn't a werewolf yet. That's why I kind of asked after the fact, like, should I technically be doing a rage? And then that's when Natty was like, well, you're going to be, so now it does. So hypothetically, I should have clarified it before the session, but it's fine. We rolled with it. It's fine. That's Roll the Darkness, right?
Yeah.
It depends. Like, is a Garou before their change, or do they become a Garou in that moment?
Yeah. I was so close.
And even the book doesn't really tell us.
Victor, I think you just explained to every angry toddler.
Lycanthropy?
I was thinking of it from a VTM mindset that you can have a mortal stat block before you're a vampire. You don't have it. Or even like a thin blood character sheet doesn't have a predator type, so you don't have. You're not going to have your hunger raised.
Right. You're missing those mechanics until you. Yeah.
But it's fine. It works out. This is I should have asked last week question, but it worked out, I think. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. Thank you for joining. It was nice to have a new voice, and from time to time. I hope Simona comes back. I think she will be. She's a character actually that an NPC that's supposed to become one of the future elders. So if everything goes well for her, she'll be one of those NPCs that may we may find ways to have her come back and have you play again if you want to. at somewhere, because there will be
Yes, we have to make the first. We have to do the first show talking about animal rights and Greenpeace.
Yeah, we want a scene between Simona and Alina in the radio. I want you live. I want to have it. I want your scripts ready and stuff.
Yes.
I'll prepare a jingle, music, for the and so there's this. There is now they've just begun the young adult chapter of the campaign. Then they'll go to the adult chapter and then the elder chapter if they make it so far. So I see at least Simona.
We will make it.
Imagine Simona coming back at least once or twice during the campaign. So yeah, you'd like that? You'd like that?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, she's a little bit new to the whole werewolf thing today, and/or me being to the group, so I feel like it's like a good cohesive introduction, because it's like she doesn't know what's going on. I in real life don't know what's going on. I mean, I do, like we talk, but you know what I mean. Like for the sake of not metagaming, I think it would be a good insert and ability to grow if she's growing out in the wild or the house with this wildling guy that she apparently adopted.
It just happened so fast.
Kazi, the photographer.
The photographer.
Yeah. But Rebecca, do you feel like next time you play Simona, you could jump in her boots when she has 10 years of Garou ship behind? Yeah? Because you... Yeah, cool. Nice. So, okay, 2 XPs for the main cast.
XPs.
That's it.